Welcome back to The Rhode Show. This morning in the buzz, with the pandemic changing so much of our lives, like how we work from home or with more flexible schedules, there's a lot of talk lately about our work week. Now, recent research shows that we would be a lot better off if all we had was a 4-day work week instead of 5. Now, according to experts, we'd be more productive in those 4 days. It's better for the environment, and it obviously helps with that work-life balance.
Then another study showed that the key to happiness is working just 1 day a week.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
That's based off of a study that found that those who worked either part-time or had been furloughed but just working 1 day a week were the happiest among the people surveyed.
Right.
So what if today was your last day of the week?
I think, look,
every week.
Well, I think a 4-day work week, I don't think is a bad thing. And there are a lot of people who will work 4-day work week, but they'll work
10-hour days.
Yeah, they'll work 10-hour days. So thank you for doing the math. They will work 4-day work week. So that's not a bad thing. And I think a 3-day weekend is always good, because I was saying this morning, by the time Friday night rolls around and then Saturday comes, you've either cleaned the house, gone to the market, or done errands that
Mow the lawn. We talked about those things. Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
Sunday's here and you're done. You know, there's no time to actually go out and enjoy things.
The weekends are so short. You're right. I wish we had that more like 4 to 3 balance. And I think especially looking at the bigger picture, like in America, we drive ourselves nuts with work, especially compared to, I mean, any sort of like European country, and I'm sure it's even outside of that as well, but you hear a lot about these European countries that either it's like, hey, if your workday ended at this time, you're not answering work emails on your phone, you're not doing this. It's like, you shut down. That was my working time, and now I'm going to step away. Vacation time is a lot longer. Maternity leave is a lot longer. You know, you have all of these added benefits that I feel like only helps people, keeps people sane, keeps people happy, and then you get these, like, you get the great work out of your employees. I'm all for a 4-day work week, and sometimes I feel like you can achieve the same amount. For this, it wouldn't really work because we need to be here live every day. But I think for a lot of jobs, even jobs I've had in the past, it was like, if I'm efficient and I can get all of this done,
why not have the 4-day week?
Can't I do that?
Look, you know, the 1-day work week, while it, in theory, it sounds
make any sense.
In theory, you know, you're like, oh, that'd be great. I would be bored out of my mind. I wouldn't know what to do with myself.
Well, the problem is then,
I don't understand. I'm not just saying. I would miss this.
Yeah,
I really would.
I think the trouble is too, and we find people who work here, even if your shift is different, even if your hours are different, then your free time is spent at times where no one else is around.
Right. What am I gonna do?
Because then you're off at like a quote normal working time for everyone else.
Sure.
So you can't make plans with other people. No. So I think that you would fall into that if you only worked the 1 day a week. Then maybe at first you'd be like, oh, this is fun.
Right.
Then after a little while, people talk about that when they retire.
Right.
That's why they go off and like get another side job, part-time job, whatever it is, because
that interaction with people.
Kind of run out of things.
Now the other big thing we were saying today was, so if we're going to go with the 4-day work week, are we taking Friday off? Or are we taking Monday off during that 4-day work week? You said.
So if I were just to take a day off, I'd rather take the Monday off.
You're going to go with the Monday.
But no. I'm talking if I was just to like take a vacation day and I had to pick one side of the weekend, I would take the Monday off. Okay. But if I had to make the commitment and say, what are you going to work now? I think I'd work Monday through Thursday.
Right.
I'd rather have Friday off.
But you also said you're keeping the same hours.
You know, I'm not increasing my hours per day. I just want to work
with the 8 hours.
4 days. I thought that's what the survey was saying.
Well, I think it is.
Can you? Right. I'm not bumping up my hours for the 4 days.
We got stuff to do.
Right. But that's the benefit of it.
Right, yeah.
Is that, you know, I don't want 10 hours seems like a lifetime.
Yes, I was sitting on the couch and reading from the prompter. And, wow, it's so
You would want, if you were given the choice, you would bump your hours. No, I think this survey is saying you're nixing one whole day. You're nixing 8 hours of your work week.
All right, okay.
Work week now becomes.
I'll go with that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's going to cut it.
No?
I just don't think, I'm all for it. Like, if I've got a say in all of this, I would say yes.
In
theory, right.
It's not really happening.
Oh, okay.
At least not yet. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know what's to come of this. But what 4 days would you? Which end?
I would probably take the Monday off.
So you'd want to work Tuesday through Friday.
Tuesday through Friday, because Friday's kind of like a day.
I know. Well, that's why I'd be like, bye, I'm gone. Goodbye.
Right.
I'm checked
Friday's
out.
like, whatever. Because Sunday night, it's like, oh.
The Sunday scaries.
Right, yes.
But then yours would become a Monday scary.
Yeah, probably would, yeah.
Anyways, Brendan, what is it for you? You got to pick 4 days on either side.
This is, first of all, I love how Michaela said the survey says, show me 4-day work week. But yeah, we've had this discussion before, Michaela, and I think you said to me one time that if it was a regular commitment, you'd rather have the Friday off. I think you said to me because Monday is already bad. That first day after the weekend is already tough.
Yeah,
so even if it's Tuesday instead, it's still going to be that first day back.
Yeah.
So just have the extra break at the end of the week and only work the front half of the week. But yeah, I would probably take Friday as well. I think that's what I would do. Shockingly, guys, believe it or not, years ago, I had a friend. I know it sounds shocking, but he used to work 4 days because his company would let them do the 4 10-hour days. And then if he could be efficient and get everything done, they could take the 5th day off. And I thought that's a great way to incentivize it and to give someone that option. If they're getting everything done, then really what difference does it make?
Right. Sure. But what about 4 8-hour days?
Well, I like the sound of this. Well, you know us. We work 5 1-hour days. That's my running joke, but yeah, it really is remarkable if you think about it, how that could be a thing. You know, some countries work less days, they have a different kind of workflow and whatnot, so to each their own. Let's check in with our viewers out there to see what you guys have to say about this topic. Some great comments today, as always. Dennis is up first. He says, prior to my retirement, I worked a 4-day work week with 2 days off and days off. Always changing, of course. This was excellent because you could get things done midweek when most people were at work and you weren't stuck with the same days off. Yes, I'm with you, Dennis. I love getting things done when other people aren't around. It's nice. Pam says, my best friend and I were just talking about this last night. Well, we were actually listening in, Pam. I would love a 4-day week. The older I get, the more tired I am, sure. Diane tells us she used to work 4 days a week, 10-hour shifts, and I loved it, I bet. And David wraps things up with the 4 days he prefers. I would rather have a Monday off, wrapping up the work week on a Friday. Thanks, everyone. We love when you chime in. The show's a lot more fun when you do. So follow us at The Rhode Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And you never know, leave your Buzz topic comment on our Facebook page every morning before 8:30ish, and we might read it right here on the air.